also as well, there was a famed TikToker cooking with Kaya, and she was accused of cheating. That was after being spotted with another man. And then her boyfriend came out publicly criticizing her.
I don't want to be publicly embarrassed. She wasn't fucking with shit. I don't want to be publicly disrespected, right? And I don't want her to let no nigga slide.
Oh, now this is real tea, huh?
Trying to get on there. A lot of people knew. I got a lot of supporters, bro. Everybody that knew me knew that we was together. So I was getting embarrassed the whole time, bro. Y'all should have seen my Discord game.
And then she basically responded by saying, how can I cheat on someone that I'm not with?
How can you cheat with somebody you're not with? And what did I do?
Ooh, ain't looking too good. But see, then my distinction is like, okay, is this farmed? Is this farmed? Y'all already know what it is. Y'all saw title and thumbnail. We already know. Gotta get into it. Little backstory. The other day we watched a video by Pyrocynical talking about the whole John going on with Streamer University. Now, if you also seen me at other videos talking about the whole situation with Zoe Spencer and Solo Illuminati, that was a whole John that was also partial towards the Streamer University John, because obviously the whole main thing spawned because she did not get in. But even with that, Streamer University in itself was already having some back-end problems, especially like backlash. People were saying it's a scam and that, all these heads that weren't actually going to get an opportunity to get into John, even though, like I was saying during the vid, I mean, heads like that never were. I ain't going to cap, bro. Like, they were, of course, going to already get established creators. But, yeah, there was a whole drama with that, John. But, of course, time has passed and Streamer University has went by, and of course we have to cover all the Jones that went on during Streamer University and even maybe a little some of the aftermath of it. But of course, y'all know what it is. We got to get into it because Trill talks everything. Trill, yeah, it's everything. So let's get right into it. Pyro Cynical back up again. Shout out Pyro. We love to see it. More slop, baby. Sloppy. We love to see it. We have Cenat, Streamer University. Just got even worse. Of course, you go and watch the OG vid. Down in the description. First link. Sure to love, as always. And you already know. Let's get right into this, boy. Let's do it.
You want to eat breakfast? Yeah. Wendy, duffel bag, hand off. To anybody on campus, whether it's any, could be a safety issue.
Finally, I have some good news. I am happy and proud to announce that the Cenat Streamer University is now in session. And it's going about as well as you can expect. I already made a previous video talking about it, but that was before the Streamer University even started. But now it's actually started. How is everyone doing? Well, I do want to say that Streamer University is apparently so big right now, Twitch gave it its own category.
Yeah, I saw that, which is actually insane that like something that one individual streamer like was doing and like whole like an event that they threw became its own category on Twitch. Like, because obviously you usually see like Kai and like just chatting or some shit like that or whatever, but an event he threw became its own huge separate category that was getting way more concurrent viewers than whole other categories combined. That's pull, gang. That's pull.
But to be fair, I'm guessing it wasn't really that hard because at the same time, Twitch would also give hot tubs and pools their own category as well. So one of the first few things to happen during the Streamer University early days was gangs started to form. So you've got this gang called the 7th Floor Dorm, and they've basically decided to band together to take on the other floors. So you're only
But that one is funny, bro.
couple of days into this like Twitch Streamer University thing, and you've already got yourself a turf war. I mean, all right,
it's just so stupid.
It's a turf war at a university, so it's probably no better than that Rockstar game that came out, you know, Bully. Also, I will...
Bully's so fucking good. Jimmy Hopkins. That joke got me crying. I'm trying to tell you, where the fuck is Bully 2? We need that in our future, but I ain't gonna lie. They could keep working on GTA 6. I'm not even mad it got delayed. I'm not mad. I already knew this shit was gonna happen. I'm gonna keep it a whole buck. But like, yo, that junk come out next year. Funny enough, on my little sis birthday, which is, I guess, cool. She not gonna be playing that shit. She don't give a fuck about that junk. But shit, that shit gonna be excellent for me. It's gonna be a celebratory day for her and me. You already know. But yeah, and I knew that boy was gonna get delayed. But yeah, they could keep working on GTA 6 because that's about to be the greatest game to ever hit humanity. So that's tough.
I'll do a video on Bully one day. I promise. That game is absolutely goated.
English, you see,
so
is a difficult subject to teach.
Now, obviously, I get it, right? They're clip farming. They're playing it up to the camera. But at the same time, them parading around with Nerf guns It's great.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just so stupid. And this is the shit that, like, heads love to see. Because it's like, yeah. Like, obviously, like Pyro just said, and like we've seen all the time. And I always talk about velocity syndrome. Playing it up, like, for the cam and all that shit. To a degree, obviously, can get crazy. But if you're just doing it a little bit or whatever, you're just doing shit like this where it's supposed to be in wholesome, like, fun. We're just doing dumb shit to, like, you know, one, for content a little bit. But two, obviously, it's just, like, in nature, it's not supposed to be malicious. Bro, it's whatever. I don't give a fuck, bro. It's funny, bro. They farming clips. Niggas is shooting each other with water guns and Nerf guns, bro. This shit is so fucking stupid and dumb. But it's funny as hell to watch because you could see this shit actually happening in a college. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Some shit kind of happened like this back when I was in college myself.
It's all out now. 4-7.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie, niggas wasn't doing that shit.
Could you imagine being a grandfather in the future and you're sat back in your rocking chair, hitting your cherry blue vape or whatever it is, and telling your grandchildren how you survived 2 tours of Streamer University? Now, not all of it seemed to be for clip farming. Some of the actual beef seemed to be genuine. Like, for example, Dabo and Raikai, 2 streamers, they did actually get into a physical altercation. This all started from a fight earlier on in the day because back then, Dabo, the taller one, basically got his Playboy Carti vest stolen. And then, in an act of vengeance, Dabo took Raki's ski mask and
Raikai Pyro.
and refused to give it back.
Actually, nah.
Why this all went down is completely beyond me. Maybe they just wanted to watch Streamer University burn. Maybe they wanted to be the center of
Yeah, nah, I'm sorry. I just clips.
attention for the
I just
live
ball it
stream
down to
fail
that every
subreddit.
time.
I mean, if it was for a clip farm, it worked.
I'm saying clips.
Because I'm sat here talking about it. Also, I'd like to point out as well, even though there's only 2 people fighting, all the spectators are just telling them to watch the camera. They're not trying to, like, break up the fight or, you know, stop.
They would do this regardless of the factor if this was real or not. Like, we're at the point where content, like, it doesn't matter. Like, have we not seen Jack Doherty, Johnny Smiley, and these motherfuckers? Their whole life is content. No matter what shit happens to them, they're literally getting their ass whooped live, getting handed to them, and they still have this shit going. Like,
people from hurting each other. Just don't break any cameras.
Watch the camera.
They actually almost hit the fire alarm a couple of times as well, but no. You don't get it. The cameras are priority here. We need the clips. After they got broke up, other streamers pulled them into a dorm.
we don't need them, but these motherfuckers definitely want them shits.
And basically interrogate Dabo for, like, any kind of motive. Like, why did you do this? We know why you're doing it. It's for a clip farm. But can you give us another reason? I'm pretty sure they're trying to, like, de-escalate the situation. But honestly, I can't get this one scene from the death of Stalin out of my head. It's a great film, by the way. I recommend you watch it. But in one scene, there's this character, Khrushchev, and some other Russian people that I can't remember or even pronounce their names. And they basically enact a coup against another character, Beria. You don't really need to know all that context, to be fair. All you need to know, in that film, which is pretty similar to Streamer University, they pull a guy into a room, read out his list of rights, how he's completely guilty, and then shoot him without him being able to give his opinion.
Damn.
Accused of treason and anti-Soviet behavior.
I'd also like to point out in Death of Stalin, no one actually has Russian accents. Like, you know, HBO Chernobyl, they just all speak British.
There, review it. I think even you, stupid as you are, can manage that.
Now, the standout duo from the Streamer University so far has definitely been Ray and Toto. Ray, who you might...
I seen a clip of what's the name? I think they were doing some John with Agent, and like, yo, that clip of the John had like 200,000 views. Insane.
remember from the last video. He's a guy who basically got expelled by Kai himself before the university even opened its door.
I was like, yeah, Ray not coming. Ray not coming.
We stream together.
Yes.
Wait, how are you, Toto? How old are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
How old are you? How old?
How old are you?
Now, they've been put in a dorm together, and neither are actually first language English, yet they're
This shit is funny as fuck.
communicating in English. And it's gotten to the point now where the English is just so poor that they're trying to use Google Translate to talk to each other. And as we all know, Google Translate is one of the worst translation
That's what I'm saying. Like, see, shit like that, like, yo, it's funny as shit.
apps out there. It doesn't understand, like, pronouns, pronunciations. Like, if you use more than, like, 2 words in
And
Google
then the thing from that is like, yo, who does that harm? And obviously the clips, like, people love seeing that shit, like the Ray and Torta duo. So it's like, yo.
Translate, the entire sentence falls apart and it just makes absolutely no sense. But I will say, despite that, it is comedy gold when these two
That's what I'm saying. That shit is hilarious.
interact with each other.
You want to eat breakfast?
Você quer tomar café da manhã?
Yeah.
See that? Yo, fuck. They gotta say Kai Cenat fake laugh right there from Chile. But it's just so fucking dumb. Yo, do you want to eat breakfast? Yeah. I would be like, yeah. I'm feeling that. Some waffles? Like,
So we wake up at 9. You think it's too early or not?
Você acha que é muito cedo ou não?
No.
Now, I do believe that Ray actually speaks more English than Toto, so he's been
nah, Ray can speak pretty fluently.
telling Toto what to say to other people.
Well, I like fluently enough for how much he's like been in the US or whatever, and how much he learned.
Like, this will be okay. And you can tell that he's having some real fun with this.
No. We both don't know English, and we using English to speak, so we are cooked.
I do like how they both
So we are
admit
cooked.
that their English is bad, but they know the buzzword, we're cooked. It's
Like,
almost like you go to the
it's so fucking dumb. Like,
UK, you'll need to understand basic English to function. It's like, okay, can you say Riz? Can you say cooked? Can you say Giat? Okay, you're in. You don't need to know anything else. Now, the location of the Streamer University was meant to be kept, you know, kind of under wraps, a little bit confidential.
Yeah, I can see how that would go wrong instantly.
Because if you remember the great Kai Cenat riot of 2023, you'll understand why. Because obviously every single person that applied and didn't get in, they will happily raid that uni and probably also stream it as well to try and get a bit of clout for themselves. Which was a huge shock.
Some clout parasite shit. You try to sorp as much clout as you can out of this shit.
To absolutely no one. Day one, the location was immediately leaked. And it was from no other than Kai himself. Now, since they're actually...
Of course. Funny enough, because Guy was the main person saying, yeah, we can't make sure, we gotta make sure y'all safe and all that type of shit. We gotta make sure this y'all don't leak. Yeah, it sounds about right.
Renting out a real college, not Hogwarts. The branding was actually still around the building. And eagle-eyed viewers could see that it was the University of Akron plastered pretty much all over the windows. Which, if you're wondering, is a college in Ohio. Yep. If any of you just woke up from a coma from like 2022, I'm sure that joke will be absolutely hilarious. Now, outside the college, there were crowds of people lined up to basically see the streamers. And then Kai's security force got involved and they set up a bunch of barriers, which, you know, there were some insane measures to be taken. I'm pretty sure they were 2 seconds away from pulling out like the tasers and the tear gas. I think a lot of creators really forget
He said, boys, it's getting serious.
how much influence they have and how big their audience actually is. Because to Kai, it's just a set of like numbers, it's a set of data. But honestly, I feel like he has enough of an audience that basically the majority of a small state would watch him. This then led to a couple...
No, yes, this is the shit. Like, overall, especially like with the whole like clipping, you know, industrial complexes, like with a lot of these creators, like the pull and like the amount of reach that they have is like actually insane. Again, we showed the whole thing with Kai at the riot, John, and obviously there is his fair share of criticism you can have for Kai with that situation. Like, he should have got permits and shit and handled it better, clearly, but still, majority of the fault was just fucking jits do not know how to fucking act and was doing crazy shit. And barring that, like, it's very clear to see that Kai can bring in a lot of people, and in auxiliary to that, like, he can bring in other creators who want to obviously be collaborating with him because he's a huge creator, and have those people bring their audience too. And it's just like, it's gonna bring the pull, baby. Like,
couple of 300 IQ individuals to actually go around the back way and breach into the university. And of course they streamed it. Of course they made YouTube videos talking about it.
No, I swear I was talking to you. No, my boy. Come on, my boy. Come on, my boy. I swear I was talking. Wait, no, I was trying to help you. Oh, fuck me.
The problem is, when you're trespassing, it's illegal, right?
It's so
like not funny,
But
haha.
yeah,
It is basically straight up illegal.
If you do not belong on my campus, I am now live, so rules could come into play. Real life, though.
There was also some drama revolving around another creator, Wendy Oritz, and she was just having like way too many interactions with fans. Even at one point taking gifts from them, like, you know, she was walking some kind of like red carpet line or something.
I'm just gonna get something real quick.
Keep going.
Hey, look
Okay, thank you so much.
I've been telling y'all, don't interact with the fans. You knew that since the first day. Keep walking.
What? Oh my.
stepping it in. Hey, if you can't follow the rules, you can't stay. This is the same shit I was saying about Zoe Spencer. Like, yo, I feel like, again, Zoe Spencer should have had a chance. But if she was doing the shit to where, like, they said, hey, like, you shouldn't be acting like this, or you need to do this certain job, you're done. You're X'd out. You're cooked. Same John applies to everyone else there. Like, yo, if you're not following the rules or whatever, they said do not interact with fans because this will cause more of an uproar, more of a disturbance with the John. You're done. Do not do it.
God.
Now, obviously, it is a bit of a security risk taking gifts from fans.
Exactly.
I mean, you know, everyone does it, especially at meet and greets, but this isn't really a meet and greet. It's the Kai Cenat Streamer University. I would not be surprised if someone snuck in something pretty dubious for the sake of content. And also, what usually happens at events like this, there's this cycle where if one person recognizes you, other people build up the confidence to then go over to you, and it's just this kind of self-fulfilling cycle, which is fine.
I say then it's a wave, and now you have a crowd around you and shit, and like
But obviously, she's got places to be, and she doesn't really need to get hounded. It even reached the point where Kai did this whole segment basically crying about Wendy, saying like she shouldn't have done that.
Wendy, duffel bag, hand off to anybody on campus, whether it's anything, could be a safety issue. That's why I think people forget, but that's why I state the rules. So the rules are there, and security is making sure everybody is safe.
I remember seeing a clip of Kai like saying like, yeah, he's never doing this show again, and that's a lot of the things that make me question this show. Like, I think he is gonna do this show again next year. I think this show could actually be a thing that could happen, like going on in the future and actually be handled right. Like, you know, something like creator clash, something like that. You know, something created by influencers or creators or whatever the fuck, an event that was supposed to be going on year by year or whatever. You know, he could probably do something like that, except, you know, be actually successful with it. But yeah, the main point to that is, besides like, you know, just fucking it's not even a sub again, just dissing the fuck out of it, you know, Nisa dumbass. But like, even off that sidebar, like, yeah, he could probably actually do this like annually and all that, John. And obviously going off, this is the first one, as we can see, going off of that and continuously doing them, you can see what more and more things you can regulate and like thin out the margins and all that, make sure everything is good. To where like, oh yeah, nah, this is an established thing, and every time it runs smooth and goes good and people have fun and they're able to get their content and the viewers enjoy it.
I'd like to give a shout out to Agent 00, who is one of the professors at the Streamer University. Now, no one's really talking about this guy because he's doing such a good job. He's not really even clip farming.
Nah, I've seen all the shits I've seen pretty much is pretty much all. It was like Agent. Nah, there was, what was the main niggas I saw? There was a couple of people I was specifically looking for, but the main heads I saw was Agent, Duke, Extra Emily. Some of the heads I was specifically looking for was Rod, Quan, fucking, who else? Damn, yeah, there was someone else. Obviously, you saw Ray and Toto, but like, who else? God damn. I can't think of anyone else right now. But like off the John though, those were the main heads at least I was seeing like clips of. And yeah, now Agent was actually like giving a class though. He had like pocket watching 101. That shit was funny as fuck.
Or anything. He's actually trying to be really informative and giving people pretty solid advice. The thing is, the guy seems really intelligent, and then unfortunately,
nah, Agent, that's what I'm saying. Out of AMP, like Agent is the fucking, like he's the brains, bro. Like we know this shit. That's why Agent's my favorite member of AMP, bro. But Agent is the businessman, the money man. That's what I'm saying. These the type of shits we gotta be on. Glazing. I'll go ahead and press it for y'all. My bad.
He's stuck teaching at Streamer University. He also actually managed to break up a fight between two streamers, Nina and No Limit Jay, after Jay called her an industry plant.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
Bro, no, Nina, no, I'm sorry. It should really be dick riding.
He's apologizing. He apologized.
No,
Let's make it bigger, okay? You alright?
And on top of all this, he actually got 3 students $5,000 investments and brand deals during his class. On the other hand,
what? See, now that's actually like real W shit, though.
And there are teachers that aren't so great, like for example, DDG. He was seen threatening his students with a fake gun before.
See, this is the shit I be talking about, where it's so fucking dumb. Like, I'm actually willing to watch this dumb shit because it's just so stupid.
Which we all know, especially in America, is a tried and true teaching tactic.
Any acting up in class, I got that bitch on. No questions asked, and that's on everything I love.
He also started boxing one of his students during class, which really isn't a good look, especially considering the context of his character.
He said, nigga, you failed your test? You dumbass. Box the shit out of you. God, mix. Start singing.
Dude. Did he just fight a student?
DDG also managed to sneak out a bunch of students to host a party, which garnered him 100,000 live.
Oh, goddamn. And God damn. So that's what I'm saying, bro. This Stream University shit really, like, conceptually, as it was supposed to work, as Kai literally said himself, it's supposed to be for heads to network and all that shit and, like, boost their platforms. Yeah, safe to say, at least for DDG, it definitely worked. Now, obviously, DDG already had an established shit. And he was pulling in, like, 70K and all this type of shit even before this, but 110? Sheesh.
Concurrent viewers. 100k viewers is a lot,
Yeah,
okay? Especially like if you're not Spanish or something. That is some like dream SMP levels of views. This then prompted Kai to start a police search for the escaped members. This is definitely not a waste of their time.
Welcome to Streaming University. Buckle up, chat. It's about to be a long night for some.
See, like, this builds. See, what heads don't understand is that on the back end for this builds like storylines and shit, so that when people come off of this Streaming University shit, like now in the current day, we're looking back on the clips, people are reminiscing back on this, and then also they can mention and reference these storylines, so that when Kai potentially does this in the future, even though he said he doesn't want to do this shit, I think he still is. Like I said, he's gonna definitely do this shit again, but like it builds that storyline, and for more niggas to like create theories about shit that was gonna happen and all this type of junk, so that it's more and more hype for when this next time comes around. Like, bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro, this shit, like, even if everyone was saying like, yo, this shit was a scam and this shit was getting backlash, this shit on Kai's part was smart as shit. This shit was smart as fuck, bro.
People.
Although I do want to say, I kind of do have doubts if they're actual police officers, which then led to DDG being off screen by Kai.
It's Streaming University.
It is a funny clip, but it's even more funny if you look at chat and they're basically just spamming W scripts.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is Streaming University. Like, it's still funny as shit at the end of the day, but like, bro, come on, we know this is like fucking drama farm, clip farm, to all this shit. Like, let's be real.
Show you what time it is, nigga. Now you stop.
This isn't even the only drama as well. There were so many, it's actually hard to keep track of all of them. Usually because they were all happening simultaneously. As well, there was supposedly a streamer that got banned for like attending, and also as well there was a famed TikToker cooking with Kaya, and she was accused of cheating. That was after being spotted with another man, and then her boyfriend came out publicly criticizing her.
I don't want to be publicly embarrassed. She wasn't fucking with shit. I don't want to be publicly disrespected, right? And I don't want her to let no nigga slide.
Oh, now this is real tea, huh?
Trying to get on there. A lot of people knew. I got a lot of supporters, bro. Everybody that knew me knew that we was together. So I was getting embarrassed the whole time, bro. Y'all should have seen my Discord game.
And then she basically responded by saying, how can I cheat on someone that I'm not with?
How can you cheat with somebody you're not with? And what did I do?
Ooh, that ain't looking too good. But see, then my distinction is like, okay, is this farmed? Is this farmed? I don't know. I do not know.
Like, I'm okay. I'm great. I'm having fun.
Which, in my opinion, is a completely unbreakable defense. There's also a clip as well of Kai greeting all the people that tried to sneak out, and I don't think I've ever seen a more petrified group of people.
Welcome back. Welcome back. DDG, what's going on? With Kaya. Cooking with
Yeah.
Kaya. Welcome back. Welcome back. DDG. Welcome back. Oh, fuck you. Welcome back.
Now, during the award ceremony, which was basically a final send-off to everyone involved, there was a special message from Drake, who is, you know, just very clearly phoning it in. He got paid like 50 grand for this, for a short little script he had to read.
Let's go ahead and see who it's from real quick.
Good evening. Year one is officially in the books. To be able to organize this
get BBL Drizzy off my screen, bro.
incredible academia event, gather you all together in one place is something that has never been done before. It's an extraordinary feat. And I want you all to show the most love that you possibly can for your dean, the one and only Kai Cenat.
Nah, they had to pay him at least $100,000 for this.
But you know what? To be fair, respect to him. Money's probably been tough after the Kendrick beef and Metro's booming track. I'm never going to be able to live that one down, am I? And also as well, during the ceremony, Kai actually went back to a previous crash out he had, saying that there will never be another Streamer University again.
I doubt it.
Again, leaving us with an indefinite maybe?
Keep thinking, me, I'm going to do this shit again. I don't know. I know that's a big question, because behind...
Kai. I'm no dumbass. you're quite literally, like I explained earlier, 100% doing this again. It's the push for this, the hype for people to for this shit to go on again, for this event to go on again. It's gonna be so pushed. Like, yo, you're doing this shit again.
Behind the scenes, mentally, and fucking me up. Behind the scenes, I'm trying to like, if I didn't make it stream, I'm gonna make that motherfucker tonight, cause we still got one more night.
And he has actually secured the intellectual property for Streamer University and apparently denied a deal with Netflix, Amazon, and other platforms.
A lot of people been talking about how this shit should be on Netflix, how this shit should be on,
bro, I'm gonna keep it a whole rock with y'all, and this shit probably gonna really sound like this. This motherfucker on Netflix, oh no, I would 100% be watching it. They got like a whole series for this, y'all. See, now that's the difference though. The difference is like, yo, it's obviously like on a more like realistic, natural tip or whatever to watch it like through the different POVs of streamers. But obviously having the higher production or whatever gets rid of that like factor of like relatability. But yo, seeing this on a production joint would just be interesting as hell. Kind of like on a reality TV shit. Like it just would be interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I would watch that shit. But obviously I still think it's better to watch it like through the different POVs and through the streams, because yo man, we do love the tube, the Twitch, the Jones or whatever, or at least I don't fucking love Twitch, but you know what I'm saying, watching it through the different streamers and all the clips and shit like that, we do love to see it.
Or Amazon Prime should buy this, Tubi should buy it, somebody hire and they do it crazy. We already been getting talks with different people, but I want to go ahead and say this, bro. But an idea like this so original, you gotta keep it where it's at. You wanna know why? I want y'all to learn something, bro. Y'all channels and who y'all are as a person. This is y'all idea. This is your guys' stuff. Treat your—
Nah, that's real. Nah, that's real. He's keeping it homegrown, and I fuck with that. That's how I feel like everybody should be trying to do that shit. Not that you can't like, I say you shouldn't go corpo, but that's more in a sense of like you're an industry slave or whatever. Like you're getting cooked out, bro. You turn into like an industry bot, MTC, or whatever, like a husk. But like, it's more or less a genre where like, yeah, keep it on the homegrown tip of like, yo, this is what we built this off of. Obviously, we need to innovate as time goes on, because obviously you keep Jones the same over time, people are gonna get bored. But like, yo, let's keep it like still on the originality tip, yeah.
Your platform as if you would treat other platforms.
But before all of that happened, the final night, Judgment Day. The problem is, a lot of streamers became self-aware on that night because they realized, okay, wait, tomorrow's the final day. They can't kick us out on the final day. So we can be as deranged and degenerate as we want and clip farm as much as we want, and there'll basically be no recourse for it. So they had absolutely nothing to lose in terms of clip farming. And from looking at the clips, it looks like Streamer University basically turned into a PG-13 version of the Purge. Like genuinely, like this looks like a lawsuit that's waiting to happen. Someone distributed like Orbeez guns around the school. If you know what Orbeez are, I mean, come on. Have you not seen like a Mr. Beast video? Have you not seen like a Morgs video?
I got 1 billion Orbeez and put it into this pool. Like,
they were huge back then. But basically, they're these small polymer balls that are filled with like kind of like liquid or a gel. They're very small, but if they're traveling very fast, they could hurt. Basically, it's like a BB gun for children. You know, guns are for adults, BB guns are for kids, and then Orbeez guns are like for TikTokers. And this, of course, led to an absolute war zone breaking out. There was a huge fight between the different floor gangs, and as you can imagine, some people actually got hurt. Like, not funny hurt, but hurt.
Yeah, I'd imagine someone did some dumb shit and ended up injuring themselves.
At one point, even shooting a girl in the eye, and she had to end up in hospital. I would like to note as well in this clip, again, the Go Agent 00 comes out, basically trying to look for this girl and make sure that she's okay.
You okay? What is it, water?
No, somebody shot me a BB gun.
Okay, let's get you downstairs.
Okay.
Let's get you downstairs. Let's hit the stairs. Hey, what are you feeling like?
It just really watered me.
Agent. This is the shit. I saw somebody in the comments was saying like some shit about this on one of the vids, but they were saying like, yo, whenever you see Agent on the screen, like it's just like a comforting feeling and all that type of shit. That shit is so true. Like, yo, but that's because Agent just keep it P. W Agent. We love to see it.
Okay, just so you know, your eyes don't look crazy. They're a little red, but they don't look crazy. Okay?
You know, I'm gonna say, like, he is the unsung hero of this entire Streamer universe.
That's what I'm saying. Like, nah, Agent was keeping it peace with everybody.
A lot of people are saying that she's actually suing Kai for the incident, but I can't actually find a credible source on that. But props to Kai as well for actually going to the hospital and checking on how she was doing.
If you're on campus, bro, everybody clean, because somebody got hurt. So now I'm on my way to the hospital, and all I'm asking for y'all is to clean. Cause everybody y'all not being considerate.
With all that said and done, I'd like to end the Streamer University on a positive note. There have actually been some heartwarming clips. For instance, there was a streamer called Tylil and actually gave some words of encouragement and prayed for a student who only had 6 viewers while at university.
Thank you so much, Father God, for the blessing for the blessing that we can see and the ones we can't see. I love you so much. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. You like that?
I love that, boy.
W's in the chat. He got 6 views, man. 6. Listen.
And then after someone called another streamer, I believe his name was Kayawus. I'm probably Metro's booming that word, but anyway. She was actually met with a lot of love and support from other students and India Love, one of the professors.
First and foremost, I want to apologize for whoever made you feel away.
Why are you apologizing?
Because that's not okay, and it's not like it's not okay.
That's not on you though.
It doesn't matter if it's on me. I don't like. I'm a girl's girl, and that's for anybody to make you feel that way.
We actually saw.
No. Now India Love was doing her thing in the jump, but whenever I hear girl, Jasmine 10.
Throughout the Streamer University, a lot of love from the bigger streamers handed down to the smaller ones as well. For instance, Tylil actually went around and interacted with every streamer, no matter what their size was.
What up, bro?
What's the word?
What's it going? My chat's spamming you.
Yeah.
And Ray, who I spoke about earlier, was basically just letting small creators shout themselves out on his stream during the last day.
Oh, yo. Ray had like 60K last day, so he had like 57,000.
Yeah. Preacher Queez. Preacherquis. I love y'all, hood preacher.
Bro, shout me out, bro. Hey, shout me out. I'm the coach, King of Fitness. I coach Kai on Twitch. Follow me, yo. If you want some fitness tips, want to lose weight, want to gain weight, I got you.
So you know what? Maybe it's not all that bad. Maybe there were some positive stories from the Streamer University. Overall, that's it. It's concluded, and it's been actually really entertaining to see how it's been playing out. I mean, to be fair, the fact that everyone is still alive, that is a testament, because if you're locking 100 streamers in a building and they are absolutely just trying to content farm anything they can, it is a miracle that everyone survived.
Hike you, true. But y'all already know what it is. Shout out Pyrocynical. That was Cenat Streamer University. Just got even worse. Of course, you guys want to watch the OG video? Down in the description. First link, like I said, shared all over Pyro. But Final Fantasy Conjecture, honestly, yeah, this shit was funny as hell. But overall, it seems like the Streamer University John didn't go like anywhere crazy, anywhere so fucking bad or anything like that. There was some incidents, obviously, with a girl where her eye got injured and, you know, some heads going out leaving the campus or whatever, and they had to go chase him down. But in the overall, clearly it didn't go like too south, and looks like it could, not even could, was, does John already happened, was pretty fun for most of the creators and the streamers. You know, a lot of people were able to obviously grow their platforms, at least in a little bit of amount, or in a positive regard, and that's just overall cool. I feel like, again, with Kai saying that he's not going to do the show again, I doubt it. I think he will do the show again, because obviously the motion that this brought and the pull it brought was insane. Had its own category on Twitch. That category was doing, again, better than some categories combined. We'll be seeing Streamer University Season 2. Some junk like that. But other than that, like I said again, shout out, shout out love with Pyro. And I'll be catching y'all on the flip, baby. Peace.
Thank you.